Greetings, Cosmos, and welcome back to Pokemon Sapphire. So, last time I explored the beach, now I'm going to explore Slateport City. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but I watched a video retrospective of Boktai. The Lie of the Lighthouse reaches dozens of miles away. I wonder if it doesn't startle Pokemon to see. Anyway, and apparently there's a fan game called Kuda 5 available on HD.io. I'm going to play it. I don't know if I'll play it for this channel. I need to figure out if I can figure out how to record it. Unique items found nowhere else at Slateport Market. Likewise, I might play Lunar Nights if I can figure out how to record that, since Kuda 5 takes some cues from that. Welcome. How may I serve you? Okay, these dolls don't do anything for me yet because I don't have a secret base. Whenever I visit here, I get carried away and buy too much. I'm the energy guru. I'll go for it and sell what you need. Protein, iron, carbo, zinc, calcium, HP up. You're Trico, you have to go for it a little harder. If you do, I'll give your Pokemon something nice. So these are related to something that fans call effort values and the main games call base stats. Very confusingly called base stats. Basically, a Pokemon can have up to 255 points earned from battling other Pokemon in any given stat, and a total of 510 total. And at level 100, this translates to 1 extra point in a stat for every 4. I'm going to just call them effort value points that you have. Each of these will be worth 10 points, up to a maximum of 100 points in a given stat. If you already have 100 points in a stat, it'll do nothing. So 510 points means that 2 will be wasted since you have to be divisible by 4. So you can get 2 maxed out at 252. Don't go to 255 or you'll waste those points. And so 2 at 252 and 1 getting 1 extra point with 4. Anyway, it doesn't much matter for playing against the game until you get to the battle tower, but it's extremely important for competitive play. Ooh, look at this! The seaweed you can get around these parts is fresh and full of life. Well, it looks like you can even rear up and attack. Shopping where you can breathe the scent of the ocean. Slateport is such a wonderful place. Do you know the TM Secret Power? Our group, we love the TM Secret Power. One of our members will give it to you. Come back and show me if you get it. We'll accept you as a member and sell you good stuff in secrecy. So yeah, this guy is very open about the secret club that sells secret things. Any Pokemon you get in a trade, you can't change its nickname. The original trainer's love for that Pokemon is in the nickname. Fortunately, nowadays, if you get in modern Pokemon games, if you get a Pokemon that doesn't have a nickname in a trade, you can nickname it, but then you can't change the nickname. Pokemon Fan Club, calling all fans of Pokemon. Wait, does that mean that the name changer is in this town? Q. Mary, I can't run indoors. Wow! It's plain to see that you lavish your love on your Trico. Okay, it's named Frank. Can I ask you a favor? I'm a TV reporter and I'm running a survey on Pokemon. Would you be willing to answer a few simple questions for me? Great, thank you. Okay, here goes. I just need quick answers, okay? Your Trico is cared for lovingly. If you were to liken it to something that you like, what would it be? No, not. Sure, I'll give the absurd I was as an answer. Okay, that makes sense. The next question might be a little on the tough side. Here goes. What do Pokemon mean to you? Here it is. I see. Okay, thanks for letting me out. It was fun and enlightening chatting with you. It's possible that our interview will end up on TV. Tune in and check. Okay, that's all. Bye-bye. So one of the fun things about this game that I never got to interact with myself is if you do something called mixing records with another player, stuff that you do in this game for TV will end up in their game, and vice versa. If you keep letting a Pokemon faint in battle, it'll come to resent it. Soon it will become less trusting of the trainer. In other words, it certainly won't like you very much. I'm the chairman of the Pokemon fan club. Being the chairman, I am naturally the most important. But without a fan club, there'd be nothing for you to be chairman of. I would say that the fan club is more important than the chairman. No one could best me when it comes to raising Pokemon. No one. In any contest, my victory is a foregone conclusion. But that would deprive others of their enjoyment. So, I now while away my time examining the Pokemon of others. It is marvelous to witness how others have raised Pokemon. The contented faces of properly raised Pokemon. The kind and loving gazes of their trainers. My heart is overwhelmed. There is so much happiness. Oh my, excuse me, I seem to have nattered on far too long. Please, do allow me to examine your Pokemon and see how it's grown. I see. It's not bad, but it's not good either. You, the trainer, must put more effort into raising this Pokemon. For instance, may I suggest that you get more Pokeblocks? So I think he gives you a reward if you show him a Pokemon that has been maxed out on its capacity to consume Pokeblocks. I will not be interacting with that system, but know that it is there, and I am glad that it exists because it's something that's pretty neat, even if I personally don't like it. I love seeing Pokemon that love their trainers. Pokemon are very sensitive to the feelings of their trainers. If you treat your Pokemon with love and care, they'll love you back. When your Pokemon grow to love you, please come show me. So that's got to do with the Pokemon's affection level. Do Pokemon enjoy having items used on them? Mine acted really happy when I gave it some protein. Alright, going to the Pokemart. A Great Ball is better than a Pokeball at catching Pokemon. With this, I should be able to get that elusive Pokemon. The market does have some interesting merchandise, but there's some items you can only get at a Pokemart. Alright, so Pokeball, Great Ball, Great Potion, Super Potion. 50 points. Whoops, no. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll grab 5 of those. Oh, I can't afford 10 of these. And invest the rest of my money into Great Balls. I remember reading online someone was talking about how Great Balls aren't worth it because of their price to catch rate ratio and it's better just to use Pokeballs, but they weren't considering the action economy when they made that analysis. Even when you get a trade, you can't change his nickname. Okay. When the water is clean, the fruits of the bountiful harvest gather, and where people gather, a market soon starts. That's how a town is born and grows. Stern's shipyard wanted a sailor capable of sailing in all currents. Okay. Do you know what they do with old ships that become too creaky to sail? They sink them in sea so they become habitats for Pokemon. My Pokemon has a hasty nature. It has higher speed compared to my other Pokemon. Maybe their nature has something to do with the stat gains of Pokemon. Indeed it does. It'll increase one stat by 10% and reduce another by 10%, and they never affect hit points. And there's a series that don't do anything because they raise and lower the same stat. You need a contest pass to enter a contest. It's easy to get. They give it to anyone who has Pokemon. One of the things I love about the most recent Pokemon games is that you can take any Pokemon and give it perfect hidden values called individual values by the fans. I mean, I don't know what the games would call them. A Pokemon's potential, I guess? A Pokemon contest hall opened in Slateport recently. I plan on entering after I improve the condition of my Pokemon. You can change their nature, or at least the stat gains with relation to that, using an item called a Mint. The sea is just so vast. Could the sea have been made by the tier ship by Pokemon? So you can take any Pokemon that you like and make it into a competitively viable Pokemon. Without having to spend a ton of time breeding. If this goes here and that goes over there, then where does this thing go? And what about that duplicate? Ah, I can't make heads or tails of this, Oh, I missed your name. Captain Stern commissioned me to design a ferry. Oh, that there. Are they Devon Goods? But, this won't do. Captain Stern went off somewhere. He said he had some work to do. Could I ask you to go find Captain Stern and deliver that to him? So, what did you say your name was? Wait, what's your name? Dock. Like a place you would dock a boat. The season's the weather, where the moon sits in the sky. Those and other conditions make the sea change its expression. That's right, the sea is like a living thing. I get seasick real easily, so I get to help out here instead. Alright. Designing a large ship is more like making a big building than putting together a transportation vehicle. Yeah, no doubt. Oh, I get this now. I don't know why it took until now playing this. Like, I played this, I played Emerald, I played the remakes, and only now I'm getting that this is a window into the floor below. Don't you think it's strange that a ship made of heavy iron floats? It floats because of a principle called buoyancy. Yes, it displaces a greater mass of water than its own mass, and so that causes it to float. And you don't have to get into all the technical details, but you know, it'd be nice to explain what buoyancy even is. Beyond, it makes things float. When I was a child, I visited the museum often. I used to dream about the mysteries of the sea after seeing the exhibits. Okay, so the museum is where plot happens. Stern, the fellow who built the museum, also happens to be the leader of an undersea exploration team, so everyone calls him Captain Stern. Okay. Slateport City, the port where people and Pokemon cross paths. Hello and welcome to the Pokemon Center. We restore your tired Pokemon to full health. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Okay, I'll take your Pokemon for a few seconds. Hooray! Want a tip for battling? I'd say it's raising different kinds of Pokemon in a balanced manner. It's no good to make just one Pokemon strong. If it has a type disadvantage, it might not stand a chance. I mean, if it has a high enough level... I trade Pokemon with my friends. If a trade Pokemon is holding an item, it makes me twice as happy. Do you know about the machine Berry Blender? It's used for making a kind of candy called a Pokeblock. If you give a good Pokeblock to a Pokemon, its condition will improve by a lot. Name Raider's house! Yay, I can change Pokemon nicknames here. Let's see here. I don't need to actually put that in front. Hi, I'm the Name Raider. I'm the fortune teller of names. I shall be pleased to rate your Pokemon's nickname. Which Pokemon's name should I divine? Sableye is it? That is quite a fine name you bestowed. What say you if I were to suggest a slightly better name? What shall the new nickname be? I'll just name it after my first one, even though the gender of the name is incorrect. After a character from Baldur's Gate 2. Done! From now on, this Pokemon shall be known as Veldrin, or rather an alias the main character takes on to infiltrate an underground city. It is a better name than before. How fortunate for you. Alright, Zubat. Yes, let's give Zubat a better name. Don't ask why, I don't know. Zumantis. And how about, Nincada? Yes, Nincada, what shall I call you? Jabby, sure, like those mosquito creatures from Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Done! For now, this Pokemon shall be known as Jabby. Alright. There's a contest hall. I won't be entering it. Just know that it's there. Yeah, I waited so long for this Pokemon contest. I'm going to enter. Catch some Pokemon before you enter. Okay. Whew, I'm just Bush. I hiked over from Mobile City. But boy, this city's huge. If I'd known this, I would have ridden my bike here. Slateport Harbor. The ferry SS Tidal is under construction in the shipyard. Service is scheduled to begin shortly. I beg your pardon, you're looking for a ship? I'm sorry, the ferry service isn't available at present. A journey to the bottom of the sea. I wonder what it'd be like. I'd love to go deep underwater like that someday. I wanted to go with Captain Stern on the ocean floor exploration, but the sub's too small for me. If I squeeze in, there wouldn't be any room for the captain. Oh, great. A fat joke. Yes, this one person is too big for the entire sub. Makes me think that the sub itself is too small. Welcome to the Oceanic Museum. The entrance fee is 50 monies. Hey, what are you doing here? Me? I'm the Team Aquamare you thumped before, remember? No, you look like a generic guy. I can't tell you apart. Here, take this. You have to forgive me. Oh, hey! Oh, darn. You so screwed up our plans. I was going to rip off something to make up for it, but just you wait. You'll get yours one day. Whoops. TM46, Thief. While attacking, may steal the foe's held item. I get entirely too attached to that move when I have it, so I'm not going to teach it to anyone. It's got weak power, but if the opponent has a held item, it makes it your held item, unless you're holding an item, in which case it just does weak damage. If our goons didn't bungle things in Rustboro, we wouldn't be here. Why is seawater blue? Light is composed of many colors. When light passes through water, most kinds of light lose color. However, blue light retains its color, making the sea appear blue. I thought the sea appeared blue because the sky was blue, because of the way light scatters when it hits the atmosphere. Blue scatters the farthest and therefore dominates the color of the sky. If I ripped off the stuff here, would it make me rich? Why is the sea salty? Seawater contains dissolved salt in the form of sodium and chlorine ions. Those ions leach out of rocks and are carried out to sea by rain. The concentration of dissolved salt makes the sea salty. Which is bigger, the sea or land? The sea covers about 70% of the planet and the rest is land. The sea is therefore more than twice the size of land. A strange machine is rotating under a glass dome, made for measuring the depth of something. What I learn here I can put on to use on nefarious deeds. There's a sample of beach sand. Stones from mountains are washed down by rivers where they are chipped and ground down. They are reduced to grains and end up as sand on beaches. So yeah, this guy is absolutely like, yes, we are evil. We do the evil. I don't have 50 money, so I took a long time getting by the receptionist. It's a sample of soil from the ocean floor. Over many years, the remains of life forms settle at the bottom of the sea, making sedimentary layers. By analyzing these layers, the ancient past is revealed. We, Team Aqua, exist for the good of all! We were told to assemble here, so we did, but our boss, the linchpin, isn't here. A blue fluid is spiraling inside a glass vessel. This is an experiment to create a whirlpool artificially using wind. A red ball is bobbing up and down inside a glass vessel. This is an experiment simulating a waterfall using the ball of buoyancy. The waterfall being capitalized there means it's talking about a Pokemon attack, I think. It's a fossil with wavy ridges on it. Soil on the ocean floor gets scoured by the tide. The flowing seawater marks the soil with small ridges and valleys. If the soil becomes fossilized, this is called a ripple mark. Neat. Okay, so that's just the same thing. Don't care. And I can't read that. I'm gonna go ahead and save before I head upstairs. Submersible pod. A replica of a compact unmanned pod for seafloor exploration. Submarine Explorer 1. A replica of the high-performance ocean floor exploration submarine. The Ferry SS title. A scale replica of the ship under construction at Stirling Shipyard. Neat. Model of Hoenn region. It's a miniature diorama of the Hoenn region. Where's Little Root Town on this? Can't interact with that. Can't interact with that. Kanto water quality sample, the label says. The sea is all connected, but the water seems to differ by region. Johto water quality sample, the label says. Maybe the water saltiness differs from one region to another. It's a display on the flow of seawater. Toward the surface, seawater flows as currents driven by the winds. It's a display on the flow of seawater. Near the bottom of the sea, water flows due to differences in such factors as temperature and salinity. A rubber ball is expanding and shrinking. In the sea, the weight of water itself exerts pressure. In shallow water, the pressure is not very heavy. However, in extremely deep water, the pressure can reach even tens of thousands of tons on a small area. Alright, now saving before I talk to this guy, because I think this is Captain Stern. Yes, if you're looking for Stern, that would be me. Ah, that must be the part I ordered from Mr. Stone of Devon. Thank you, that's great. We can prepare for our expedition now. Hold it, we'll take those parts. What? Who are you people? We're Team Aqua. Our boss wants those parts. Shut your yap and fork them over. Alright, so Carvana. I may have made a mistake. But it's gonna take, what, 4 hits to defeat this? Yeah, Nightshade cannot cause a critical, it just does damage equal to the attacker's level. But Carvana has an ability that does damage to me if I make contact with it. Woo, 141 experience points. Ah, a kid beat me. I got 300 monies. Oh man, what a disaster. The boss is going to be furious. Ha, sniveling wimp, let me take care of this. Hey, Zubat. Do I have anything that... No, I don't have any rock or electric or ice attacks available to me. I could potentially have an... a rock attack available to me by teaching someone a rock tomb. Which is a decent attack for the early and middle game. Really? That's like a 10% chance of happening each time. See, these things make me feel like the RNG is balanced against me. Well, at least Veldrin's still alive. Let's see here. Alright, that's just getting frustrating. Oh, good. I mean, seriously. Hurting myself in confusion that many times in a row, combined with hurting myself in confusion that many times in a row last time I had confusion. Odd, for some reason I was expecting the boss of the of Team Aqua to show up. Probably because they were talking about meeting up with the boss. Ouch. Oh hey, another 10% chance going off. Alright, let's see here. Hooray! Yeah, rough skin. Alright, level 12. Jabby got to level 10. Take that, Team Aquagrunt. What? I lost too! Now, well, if we don't get the parts, we're in for it. I didn't count on being meddled with by some meddling kid. Oh, hey. I came to see what was taking so long to snatch some parts, and you simps are held up by a mere child? I'm Team Aqua's Archie. Tell me, why do you meddle in the noble affairs of Team Aqua? Pokemon, people, all life depends on the sea. So Team Aqua is dedicated to the expansion of the sea. Don't you agree? What we are doing is a magnificent undertaking. Ah, fine, you're still too young. It can't be helped that you do not understand our ideals. But if you ever oppose us again, there will be consequences. Heed my warning. Farewell. You're Alice. Anyway, that was a tense situation. Thank you for saving us. Oh yes, I almost forgot that you even brought the parts from Devon. And now I get to wash my hands of them. Whoops, there's no time to lose. We have to set on our ocean floor expedition really soon. Thanks, and excuse me. Wait, I don't even get a reward for that? I just might cry. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the shipyard. And then I'm gonna go heal, and I think that's it for today. Where is Captain Stern? It doesn't help that Captain Stern looks like a generic guy. I guess Captain Stern just kind of vanished from the face of existence. Alright, I guess Captain Stern vanished from the face of existence until he needs to show up again for plot or something. Unless he's at the dock. Alright. Alright, I guess that's it for today. Join me next time when I head north. Okay. Well, join me next time when I head north. I'll be battling my rival then. And they're going to be leading with a whaler.